Good afternoon. Thank you for coming to our free online lesson today. And my name is Muhammad Rashid Shafwan bin Nordin. And for today, I will be sharing about Get to Know User Coordinate System or UCS. And I am from Acadsystems Penang. Okay. Thank you for coming, Fui Ming Chen, CA59. Before I start my sharing today, let me share to you guys about our website. You can go to any browser and then you can just look up acadsystems.com, and you can see our website here. We also have our products here, and also we are an Autodesk Gold partner, and also we have our premium authorized training center. And also if you scroll a little bit down here, you can see our latest Autodesk promotion and news. So you can check it out and also follow all the promotion we have to offer. If you scroll down a little bit down here, and then you can see our latest Autodesk online lesson, workshop and webinars. Okay, for today, I will be sharing about Get to Know UCS, and we have our upcoming free online lesson. We have AutoCAD Mechanical on January 27, and also we have Woodwork with PDMC. And also, if you want to request any free online lesson, you can just click on this Autodesk Workshop request event, and then you can fill in your details and also what do you want to learn. And also our teaching staff will try our best to fulfill your request. As you can see down at the bottom right of this browser, you can see we have our open channel Acad system. When you click on this, you can do your inquiry here. Let's say you want to ask regarding our products, or also you want to ask anything regarding our Acad system or anything, you can just type here, and then our representative will try our best to respond to you. And also we have another one is the open form. You can just fill in your name, email, and then you can type in your query, and afterwards we will get back to you. Okay. I will proceed with today's FOL. So the content for today, first we will be learning about user coordinate system, about the Gizmo, Viewport, and also we will use all three of these into practices, which we will be doing a model of autonomous moving transport vehicle. Okay. First, we need to know the basic in AutoCAD because we have three planes and we have two axes for 2D modeling, 2D drafting, and also we have three axes in 3D modeling, which I will be showing in practice after this. And also we have to know about the coordinates tool, which is the tool that we will be using to draw and also to draft what we want to do after this. And also this Gizmo tool, we have basically three Gizmo tool, which is to move, to rotate, and to scale. Okay, this is the model that we will be drawing or designing today. So I will proceed by sharing my AutoCAD. Okay. So for the workspace today, I will be using 3D modeling workspace. And also, as I said before, we have three axes in 3D modeling. As you can see right now, because I am on the top view, you can see we only have the Y and X axis. And if we rotate it, let's say I put it on isometric, we can see that we have the Y, Z, and X. And also, I will first draw the basic shape of the model that we will draw today. Okay, notice that we have the default plane here, which is the world coordinate system. For the world coordinate system, the X, Y, and Z will only, oh, I'm sorry. My screen sharing, okay. Wait, I have a little bit problem. As you can see, I said before, as you can see here, we have the XY plane on top view, which is the, basically we use in 2D drafting. If we change it to 3D, you can see that the axis here is X, Y, and Z. Okay. And also we proceed by drawing my model 1000 to 1200. Okay. We have the base of the body here. And then what I'm going to do is I will extrude this 750. And now, first I will create the edge of the body. By that, I will be using our filled edge here. And then just click on the radius, which is for the front, we will be using 250 radius. Then we just enter 2 times. And also we will be doing the same with back, but changing the radius to 100. Okay. Now we have the basic shape of the body. But right now, I want to create a hollow part in the middle. Okay. Uh, like this. Okay. Wait. Okay, like this. I want to create this hollow part in here. And with that, I will be using first of all, I will be using our coordinates tool here, which is, we have this one, we have the view and also the faces. We can use both of it, but I will show the difference here. Okay, if view, right now, let's say we are looking from the front view. If we click on here, view, you can see that this one, the coordinate is changed here. The plane XY or the work plane is changed here. As you can see here, if you draw anything, it will be drawn on here. And also the other one, let's say the face. Face is selecting which face that we want to draw on. Okay, let's say this one, accept. You can see that this UCS is defined to a new origin, and also we have a work plane on top of here. Okay. Now I want to make a hollow part here. Let's say I will draw like this 1000, this one 200. Okay, and then we can rotate it. And as you can see here, we have our box, our rectangle here is drawn inside, but we want to make a hollow part, so we have to pull it outside. Like that, we can just simply use the move tool. It's okay if it's a little bit outwards, out of the shape, because this one we want to extrude this, and then we will use subtract. Okay. I will be using 850, and then we will use subtract by clicking the base body, and then we subtract the shape here. Okay. I will show in realistic. As you can see here, we already created the hollow by using the face UCS tools. And also you are noticing that I am currently changing from 2D wireframe to realistic wireframe, and if I want to draw, I will have to change it back to 2D wireframe. So in order to make it more easier, we can use this viewport. What is viewport? Viewport is a tools that we can have multiple views of this model from different angle. Okay, let's say we can simply click here. Okay, notice that we already have 4 box here. The first one is from top view. Okay, this one is from front view, and then this one is from side view. Okay, why is it all say top? This one is also top, and also the view cube here top. This is because when we click on the multiple viewport, it will automatically change our view. Let's say this one is top view, and also it also change the UCS here. As you can see, we have this UCS here, XY on horizontal, and this one XY, it automatically change like this. Okay. And also same with the side view. Okay, like this. And I only want the top right box to be in realistic. The other one I want to be in wireframe, and also this one wireframe. Okay. Now I want to make the hydraulic arm pushing this mobile machine. Okay. If we are using the UCS, we have another UCS tool, which is, you can see down here, we have dynamic UCS. Dynamic UCS is a tool that automatically detect the face that you want to draw on. Okay, let's say I want to draw the circle here. Okay, you can see that I can automatically draw here instead of if I switch off the dynamic UCS. When I try to draw here, notice that my drawing is not on the object, but instead on the work plane down here. Okay, this is the function of the dynamic UCS. You can just click here and also draw a simple circle here. Say I want this 60. Okay. To make an arm, I have to extrude this one. And I can just simply use this. As you can see, when I change anything here, it will also change for every viewport. Okay, so right now I already created my arms, hydraulic arms. I will change this color for better viewing. Okay, change this to red. Okay, right now we change this back to default view. Okay, we finished created this, and right now we want to make a little hole under the hydraulic arm. So what we can do is, instead of using this model, we can just use this 2D wireframe. And also notice that we already have the work plane set up for us by using the multiple viewport. Or also we can just simply use this face to align the new WCS on here. Except, okay. Now, if sometimes the WCS disrupt your drawing, and then you can just go into the coordinates tool up here. You can see here that show UCS icon at origin, and also show UCS icon and hide UCS icon. Okay, we can just simply hide this. you can no longer see the UCS, but it is here. But if you want to see it again, you just click show UCS icon on origin. Okay. But right now I want to hide this. Okay. What I will do now, I will draw box here. Notice that the box we draw is at the circle here, at the cylinder here, at the arms. Okay. And what if we did not change the plane? So I'll show you what happened. Okay. This is because we have our snap dynamic UCF, so we can automatically snap on this. We want to create it 200 and also 10. And we will create another one by using mirror. Notice that it's harder to snap here for mirror. So we can just simply change here to the face here. Accept. Okay. Now the mirror will be easier to snap because the work plane is defined on the right angle that we want to use. We can just trim this one and then we join it. After that, we can extrude this one. Okay, let's say I want 400. And then I can, as you can see, we have our new object here. But what I want is I want to create a little hole here. So what I can do is I can just simply click on this object, subtract, and then select the first object. And then the object that I want to remove, which is this new box. Okay. Now, if you can see in here, I will rotate it. You can see we have a little bit hole here, and also I want this to down here. Oh, sorry. Maybe we can just delete it and draw another one. Okay. What we can do is we just draw here 60. Then extrude it for one more time. Then just select this. Okay. We change this color first. Let's say I want to use this blue. We already finished creating our hydraulic arms here for this autonomous mobile load machine. And also what we want to do is we want to create the sensor part here. Okay. With that, we can just simply use the same tool like just now, or we can just use the view. Okay, let's say this one I already changed here. Then change to view. Okay. The UCS is automatically changed to what you are viewing. And I will be drawing this. Let's see. This one 400. So what I want is 150. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to make a little notch up here. Okay. Let's see. Oh, because as you can see, the drawing here is inside. So what we want to do first is we want to move this one first onto here. Okay. Now you can see that this one is already going out, but it is not aligned. So there's no problem. We can just simply click on the middle part. Okay, now we can also use 3D move. Now let's say here this one. Okay, notice that when I'm clicking on the 2D wireframe, it doesn't pop up any gizmo. Okay, this one is the gizmo that I told you about. We have the move, rotate, and scale. But if I'm clicking it from, wait, okay, it's okay. We change this to realistic. Okay, if I'm clicking this one from here, notice that this three arrow comes out. Okay, this is the gizmo that I'm talking just now. Okay, gizmo is the tools to move according to the planes. As I said before, we have three planes, which is the XY, XZ, and also YZ. So this plane will be, this gizmo tool will move your object, but not in wireframe view, but in shaded, in realistic, and also X-ray. You can, when you click on something, it will automatically show the gizmo tool. And also you can just simply click on no gizmo if you don't want to show the gizmo. Okay, now we finish creating this box here. What I want to do now is I want to extrude it a little bit. I want to make it 10. Okay, now we have this one, but I don't want this on top of here. I want it to move it a little bit. Okay, notice that when I move it, it only move on the plane or axis that I choose. Let's say here. Okay, I'm choosing this Z axis. Okay, because right now our Y is green, X is red, and also the Z is green. Z is blue. So what I'm doing now is I'm clicking the Z axis, and also the object will only move on the axis that we choose. Say I change this color first. Green. Okay. Now what I want to do now is I want to create an aerial or the signal transmitter or the signal receiver. What I will do is right now we have the XZ plane. Okay, I will show you what happened when I want to draw this circle if I switch off the dynamic UCS, because the dynamic UCS automatically set the face. Notice that when I try to draw on the horizontal plane, but it automatically snap on the vertical plane. This is why it is important to change your WCS, because sometimes the dynamic UCS have problems when you are trying to create on, let's say, on the curve surface. So it is also important to know about, let's say I want to create this 15. Maybe I change a little bit, it's too small. I change it to 20. Okay, what I want to do is I want to create a single line going up from this middle. Okay, I want to create 150. And also I will, because our work plane is already on this angle or this axis, so it is easier to draw. Let's say we draw here. Notice that it already on the horizontal axis. Let's say I change this a little bit. Want to change it on this face. When I draw here, the circle is based on the plane. So this is why even if I have the dynamic UCS, the the circle drawn will be based on the UCS also. Okay, middle one here, which is 5, and also another one here on top 5. Okay, what I want to do now is, because I want to create the because I want to create the signal receiver here, or the aerial, just click on the first circle and then second circle, and then just enter 2 times, and it will automatically tag here. So what I want to do now is I want to sweep this circle, then click this object, then select the sweep path. This is the sweep path that I want. Okay, now we can just union it to make it into a single solid. So what I want is I want to create the same aerial on the right side here. What I can do is, instead of drawing 2 times, I can just simply mirror. But the mirror is also based on the UCS here. Okay. And also, if we have a slanted angle, let's say I make a slanted here, I will offset, then I select this face. Okay, let's say I can see from here. Okay, and then I extrude this a little bit. 5. Okay, what I want to do is I want to create this one, a little slanted angle here. So what I will do now is, we have the base here, which is we offset from the base face. So I will draw rectangle here. Okay. Notice that it's harder to draw with the realistic. So that's why we have a multiple view of wireframes and also realistic, so that we can simply just change which box that we want to work with, instead of we just change the view a lot of time. Okay, now we created a simple box here. What I will do is I want to create 50. What I want to do now is I want to create the slanted face here. So because we have the XY here, notice that when we draw here, it's now we have this 3 here, triangle here. So I will join and extrude to create a slanted face here. And also I don't want this slanted face to be like just slanted, and also I want to have a little edge here. So what I can do here is simply I can just, okay, because this we did not change the UCS. So like before, we just change the UCS to this plane. When you want to change the UCS, just change the UCS based on the angle or the plane that you want to draw. Say right now we have, let's say here, I will switch order dynamic because it's disturbing here. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to create 15. What I will do now is I will also extrude here, and I will delete. I was using subtract command. First, as usual, we select the object that we want to save, and also we select the second object which we want to delete. Okay, now what we have here, Okay, maybe you cannot see it well, so I will change the color. Using green. Okay, you can see here, I will maximize this one. And also, if you have this multiple view, and maybe sometimes you want to use it, and also some other times you still want to have a single view, you can just click on this plus here, or you can also just click on this single viewport. Now click here and then you will pop out here, just click maximize viewport. What you get is now you have this view in full. You don't have the four box of view. Okay, now what we will be using is the 3 point. For the 3 point, first we have to specify the new origin, and then the second one is we have to specify the x-axis, and also the other one is y-axis. When we create like that, notice that the grid changes, and also it is based on the point that we chose before. This is because what we chose is the work plane. And now what I want to do is I can just restore the viewport. What I want to do now is save it here, so I just use the same command, the 3 point UCS, and then I can just draw a simple circle, a simple rectangle here. I want this 100 and 15, and create a mirror, then just you can also use trim, and then you can press space 2 times for it to become infinite trim, so you don't have to select and enter, so you can just trim as the way it is. Okay, what we want to do now is we want to press pull this a little bit, maybe around 5. So as you can see now, we have a little bit hole inside here. I will change this color, say this one. Okay, you can see that we managed to draw and create a simple hole here by using the 3 point WCS. Let's say if I using the WCS, the normal one, and I want to, let's say even if I open here, so we can, if we open the dynamic UCS, we can draw here on the face here. But if we did not click here, so we have to specify, because sometimes the dynamic UCS, when you want to create on the edge here, okay, let's say I want to draw on the edge of this edge instead of this slanted edge. So when I want to draw, it automatically select the face which I don't want. So I can just simply create a new CS so that I can specify my new one. Okay, and now I want to create the wheels. Okay, we can change this. Let's say we change this to WCS first, then to the bottom. So what we want to do now is we change back the WCS to this view. Okay, notice that this already changed, and as usual, because it sometimes disrupt this, I want to just hide the WCS in this box. So what we'll be going to do is I want to create the base for the wheel, which is I will be drawing here, which is around 120 to 60. Okay, you see that when we click on this face, we draw is we draw exactly on this face instead of we draw on top of here, even though we face on the bottom. This is because of the face that we are working with. Also, I will just create a mirror. So I create another two for the front. Okay, now we have four place to put wheel here. So we just extrude here a little bit, around 15. Okay, you can see here we have a little bit there. So what we want to do now is we want to create the wheels. We can just simply change the WCS. Let's say I want to rotate this first. I change to our view. We can also do the wheel like this. Let's say the radius is 30, maybe too small. You can just do 45. Okay, and then we just extrude to 45 also, or we can just use the Gizmo tools, because this one we have to change the UCS if you want to make the simple cylinder here for the wheels. Also, we can just simply just draw on the normal plane using the WCS. We can just extrude as usual 45. But what can we do here? Like I said before, in the shaded or the realistic one, when we click on an object, it shows up the gizmo. But right now, I don't want to use the move gizmo. What I want to use is I want to use the rotate gizmo. And also here, you can rotate based on the planes. So right now, I want to rotate to 90 degree first, 90 degree. And notice that it facing the wrong face. So what I want to do is I want to rotate it on different plane. Okay, now we have the same cylinder, but this one we are using the rotate gizmo tool, and this one we are using the UCS tools. Okay, so what we want to do now is we simply just want to move both of it onto the, let's say here on the wheels. Now we have the wheel attached on the back, but it a little bit out of range. So what we want to do is we can just snap onto here. So we can do the same. Okay, I will maximize this. Okay, we can do the same here. So just move this one to same here, and then we can just simply make it like this. Okay, because sometimes when we are using the move tools in 3D, it doesn't snap to the places that we want to. Let's say this one. I'm copying this. Okay. Sometimes in realistic, it doesn't work that well. So what I can do is I can just simply control and right click 3D or snap. Maybe I can choose on the midpoint on edge. Okay. Now we can just bring it down here like this. And also I can just, instead of doing the same, I can just mirror this. Okay. Oops. I accidentally pressed escape. No, we don't want to do this. Now we have this basic shape of what we want to do here, like this. Okay, this is what we are trying to do, and this is what we can do with the WCS. Okay, now before I end, we already finished talking about the UCS, Gizmo, and also the Viewport, and also we use that into application to create this model. Okay, after that, we are using the AutoCAD full. So if you are buying the AutoCAD full, you will get the 7 specific toolset, which has you have the architecture, electrical, mechanical, and also the other one, all the others. Okay, so each of it have the advantages. Let's say you want to create a PNID or the plan. Okay, so we have this, and also we have AutoCAD on any device. We have AutoCAD Web and also AutoCAD Mobile if you buy the full version. Okay. Last but not least, I will be sharing regarding our Facebook and YouTube. Okay, let's say if you want to rewatch the recording, you can just simply go to our website. On the bottom here, you can see our Facebook and YouTube. Just click on it and it will redirect you to our YouTube. And you can have this and also our Facebook here. So if you have any question, you can just type it on chat, or you can just simply use our tools here. Okay, so I think